Hello and welcome. This is Amethyst Basin in Utah, and I'm so excited to share this energizing yoga practice with you. This is going to target all areas of the body, hopefully short enough to fit into your busy day. So grab your mat and let's get started. All right, so we're going to get started in mountain pose at the front of your mat. So bring your big toes together, your heels slightly apart. I'll face the camera so you can see. And then roll those shoulders back. Close your eyes, engage the belly, and begin to tune into your breath. So inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. And we'll just take a couple more deep breaths here. Feel your feet on the mat, maybe lift your toes up. And then try and press all of your toes into the mat. And then on your next inhale, gently open your eyes, lift your arms up overhead, press your palms together, and gaze at your thumbs. Inhale, grab a hold of your right wrist and exhale to the left, feeling a nice side body stretch on the right. Inhale back to center, switching your grip and exhaling to the right, feeling that stretch on the left. Inhale back to center. And then exhale, fold forward. Let your head be heavy here. You can shake your head no, shake your head yes. Grab a hold of your opposite elbows and just hang. Exhale, release the elbows. Inhale, come up halfway. Maybe bring your hands to your shins. Exhale. And then inhale, come all the way up to standing. Arms overhead again. Gaze at the thumbs. And then exhale, swan dive down. Inhale up halfway. Exhale here. Then inhale up. And exhale, arms by your side. Hop your feet to about hip width. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale. And then exhale, fold forward again. This time we're going to add in a twist. So on an inhale, walk the left hand to the center and lift your right hand up towards the sky. Your gaze is up towards that right thumb. You can come onto a block here as well. And then exhale, look down, switch your hands. Inhale that left hand up, gaze at the left thumb. Exhale, look down. Heel toe your feet together, bend the knees, come into chair pose. So the inner thighs are pressing together, big toes are together, heels slightly apart. Sink those hips down, hands come up. You can either bring your palms together or just your arms right above your shoulders, whatever's more comfortable for your neck. And then take the gaze in between the hands or to the thumbs. And then inhale, standing. Inhale, chair pose again. Sweep the hands up, bend the knees, inner thighs press together, hips sink back. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, twist to the right. Right hand up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale that chair pose. And then exhale, standing arms by your side. All right, so standing at the front of your mat, again, making sure the big toes are together, the heels slightly apart. Come back to that mountain pose. And then we'll inhale the arms up. Sun salutation A. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen. And then exhale, bring the hands to the mat and either step or jump back to plank, and exhaling through chaturanga. So bending the elbows. Inhale, slide the chest forward, upward facing dog. In up dog, the knees are off the mat, so the tops of the feet are really pressing into the mat, rolling those shoulders back, opening through the heart. And then exhale, lifting from the hips, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here in your down dog. Make sure that your hands are really spread wide, fingertips engaging with the mat. One more breath here. And then we'll inhale the right leg up and back, bend the right knee, and just gently start to open the hip, maybe make some circles with the knees. And then the other direction with the right knee. And then exhale, drop the right foot back down to downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale, bend that knee. Feel a nice opening through the front of that left leg, and then make little circles with the knees if you want to. Going one direction and then the other. And exhale the left leg back down, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, look forward between your hands, bend those knees, and then step or jump to the front of your mat. Big toes together, heels about an inch or two apart. Bend the knees so you sink those hips back and your chest is resting on the knees. And then inhale, arms come up, back to that chair pose. And then exhale, standing. So we're going to do that same sun salutation variation again, but we're going to add on a little bit. So inhale at the front of your mat and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen, come up halfway. Exhale, step or jump the feet back and move through chaturanga, lowering down. Inhale, slide the chest forward, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right foot up and back, bend the knee. Exhale it down. Inhale the left foot up and back, bend the knee. Exhale it down. Inhale. On the exhale, look forward between the hands, bend the knees, step or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, take a twist to the right like we did in the beginning of class. And then right hand down, inhale up to the left. Exhale, look down, bend the knees, resting the chest on the knees. Inhale up, chair pose. And then exhale, standing. So continuing with our chair pose theme, again at the front of the mat, inhale, bend the knees, and lift the arms, gaze in between the hands, or if your palms are together, at those thumbs. And then inhale as you step your right foot back and come into a high lunge. So for the high lunge, the right heel is off the mat. Woo. And then the hips are facing forward, arms up, And you can take the gaze in between the hands, but if that really throws off your balance, you can just gaze in front of you. Also, hands can come on the hips for a slightly easier variation. So back leg is strong. The left knee is tracking right over that ankle, so make sure the knee is not falling in towards the center or out too far. One more breath in this high lunge. And then we'll exhale it to warrior two. So now the right heel spins down. The heels should be in line with each other, and then shoulders stacked over the hips, gaze over the left fingertips. Again, watch this left knee that it doesn't fall in towards the middle. One more deep breath here. And then we'll inhale, straighten the left leg, and exhale, reverse. So again, just feeling a stretch along the left side of the body. On the exhale, look down at the left foot. We're going to cartwheel those hands down as you lift the right foot and come into a standing split. So try and keep those right toes pointing down by flexing the right ankle, keeping the hips facing the mat as you exhale, and maybe drop the forehead towards the left shin. And then slowly begin to bend the left knee as you bring the right foot down right next to the left. Bend both knees and come back into that chair pose. Inhale. And then on your next exhale, other side, step the left foot back, high lunge. So left heel is off the mat, hips facing forward, back leg is strong, right knee is tracking right over the right ankle. And then we'll open out warrior two. Shoulders stacked over the hips, so we're not leaning too far forward. And then right knee over the right ankle, gaze over the right fingertips. Inhale, straighten your right leg, and exhale, reverse. Nice side body stretch on the right. Inhale, cartwheel down and lift off with that left foot, left toes pointing down towards the mat, and then slowly exhale. Maybe that forehead comes to the shin, maybe not. Maybe your hands are on a block. One more deep breath. And then slowly bring the left foot down to meet the right, bending both knees, and back into that chair pose. Inhale, and then exhale, standing. Woo! All right, so we're going to do that same flow again, but a little bit faster. Starting with chair pose, inhale. Exhale, step the right foot back into high lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the left leg, reverse. And then exhale, cartwheel down. Inhale, lift off with that right foot. Standing split. And then exhale, drop the right foot. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, left foot steps back, high lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the right leg, reverse. And then exhale, cartwheel down. And inhale, press off and lift that left foot, toes pointing down. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, lifting the shoulders. And exhale, standing. Take a moment here in mountain pose. Maybe close your eyes and just catch your breath. All right, so since we are among the trees, I thought it would be appropriate to do tree pose. So several variations for this. The easiest one is just to bring your right knee out towards the right and rest your right foot on your left ankle. And then you can bring your hands to your hips and try and balance here. A little bit harder would be on the outside of the shin, and then even further would be up towards the left inner thigh. Just make sure you're not pressing right on the knee joint. So find whatever is comfortable for you, and then bring your hands to your heart and find something to focus on in front of you that's not moving for a few breaths here. If you want to make this harder, you can grow your tree and shake your branches. And then bring your hands back to center and try and bring your hands to your heart at the same time your foot touches the mat. And then we'll do the other side. So again, setting up for whatever variation is working for you today, either foot by the ankle, the shin, or all the way up towards the inner thigh. Hands to your heart. And focus here. If you want to grow your tree, spread the arms out, shake your branches, and then bring your hands back together. If they were apart, try and bring your hand to your heart at the same time your foot touches the mat. So standing at the front of your mat, we're going to take a little vinyasa here to get to down dog. So inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen, halfway up. And then exhale, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And then exhale, down dog. On an inhale, lift the right foot back, keep those toes pointed down, and then exhale, move to plank as you tap the right toes down, so really engage the core, and then exhale back up. Tap down, and exhale, press back. Tap down, and back. Last one, tap, back. And this time, crunch the knee in towards the chest. Keep that right foot lifted, pivoting around on the left foot. Flip your dog. So that left leg is straight, right knee bent. Exhale, look down towards your mat as you flip it back and lift that right leg up. Crunch the knee in towards the chest, and then plant the right hand in between, plant the right foot in between the hands, and then drop the left knee for a low lunge. So if this bothers your knee, your left knee, you can always fold over your mat and add a little extra padding under the knee. And then you can put your hands on blocks, on your fingertips, and just really imagine your hips sinking down and forward. If this is too intense, you can always back off and just bring the hands to the hips, have a nice 90-degree angle in the front knee, and that will be a little bit easier. So just go wherever you feel a nice sensation and no sharp pain. Just hold here for a few more breaths. And then if you want to add on, bring the left hand to the mat and inhale, twist, lifting the right hand up towards the sky. And exhale, look down, drop the hands, tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, and then step that right foot back and up. And exhale, downward facing dog. So the left side now. Inhale the left foot up and back, toes point down. And then slowly come towards plank as you tap the left toes. Then inhale, press back. Exhale, plank. Inhale, press back. Exhale, plank. Inhale, press back. Last one. Tap, press back. Now we'll crunch the left knee in towards the chest. Hold here. Pivot on the right as you flip your dog and come into wild thing. Exhale, look down at your mat, and then slowly come back around. Lift the left foot up, and then crunch the left knee in towards the chest, and step the left foot in between the hands. Drop the right knee, and low lunge. Whew, I'm losing my breath. So take a moment here to regain that steady breath in and out through the nose. If you want to take this further, bring the right hand to the mat and then inhale, twist up towards the left. Exhale, look down, lift the right knee, and step that left foot up and back, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right foot up and back, exhale, bend the knee, and drop the knee just underneath the right wrist, and come into pigeon pose. So if you have a knee injury, then I recommend that you actually come to your back and do the figure 4 variation, which is crossing the right knee or right ankle over the left knee, flexing the right foot, and then inhaling the left knee up and just working with this pose. If you're in the full pigeon pose, really make sure that your hips are facing forward and you're not rocking over to the right. If you find yourself rocking over to the right, you can put a little pillow or bolster underneath the right side of your hips to help keep them straight in front. The closer your right foot is to your inner thigh, the easier this will be. So find whatever works for you and just take a few deep breaths here, relaxing. If you're in the pigeon pose, you can come all the way down and drop your forehead to the mat. Inhale, come on up. Press your hands into the mat. So if you are in pigeon pose, we're going to come back to down dog. If you're in the figure 4 variation on your back, you can just switch sides. So inhale, lift, come on back to down dog, and then we'll get ready for the other side. So for the pigeon, inhale, lift the left leg, and exhale, bend the knee, drop the knee right underneath the left wrist, and then work yourself down to however is comfortable for you. This side is a lot tighter for me, so you might find one side is easier than the other. That's fine, just adjust accordingly, and then relax. For those of you in the figure 4 variation, again, just on your back, cross the left ankle over the right knee, and then lift the right foot up, reach behind, keep this left foot engaged, and then you can just gently bring the right knee towards the face as much as you want. And then we'll inhale, come up. If you're in the pigeon pose, make your way to down dog. If you're in the figure 4, just have a seat. We're gonna jump through and come to seated. All right, so just bring your legs out in front of you, flex your feet, really engage through the legs, press them into the mat. No class is complete without a forward fold, so roll those shoulders back, fingertips face forward, belly is tucked in. Take a deep breath here. Gaze is down the nose. And then when you're ready, exhale, fold forward. Maybe you just put your hands on your shin. You can grab your big toes or even the sides of your feet and just relax down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release the hands. And we're just going to reverse that. So bring the hands behind you, fingertips facing the front of your mat. Bend your knees. And then inhale, lift those hips up. And then drop the head back. So it's a little bit of a reverse tabletop here. For those of you who want to go deeper with this, you can keep the feet straight. Inhale and try and lift. Bring the feet down to the mat. The head drops back. No matter which variation you're in, exhale, drop the hips first, and then the head comes back last. Inhale here. And then we're going to take a half vinyasa, so cross at the ankles, roll forward, step back into plank, exhale, chaturanga, inhale, up dog, and exhale, down dog. Come on back to the mat for a wide leg forward fold. So I'm just going to spin the other way here. I'm already really dirty, so doesn't really matter. All right, so for a wide leg forward fold, again, keep those legs engaged, bring those toes towards the face, inhale, and we're just gonna take this kind of more gently, just fold forward. If you wanna make it more intense, you can try and grab your big toes or the outside edges of your feet. But for me, I'm just gonna kind of hang out here and relax. If you find that your spine is rounding a lot when you try and fold forward, maybe sit on a block or a pillow, and that will kind of help you tip the pelvis forward a little bit, which allows you to fold forward with a straight back. So take a few deep breaths here. we'll inhale back up and just take another side stretch. So inhale the left arm up and over your ear and towards the right foot. If you want to try and make this deeper, you can start to twist that right shoulder underneath more, crawl the fingertips over, and maybe grab a hold of the foot. Inhale up, and other side, lift the right arm up, and then to go deeper, just start to walk the left shoulder and fingertips over towards the right. Inhale up, and exhale. All right, and then the last thing we're gonna do here is bring the hands in front of you, roll those shoulders back, and then point the toes this time, and inhale, lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew, that one kills me. And we'll do one more set of 5. Inhale and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. And then roll forward, and we'll just take a chaturanga here. So step on back to plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. From down dog, drop to your knees. And we're going to do a headstand. So I really recommend, if you've never done a headstand before, or if that's not part of your practice, that you make sure you have a teacher present when you do it. If it is something that you do frequently and you feel confident in, now is the time. And I'll go over that in a moment. But if you don't want to do a headstand, you can just lay on your back and put your legs up against a wall, or just simply like this. Try and maintain a 90-degree angle here. Really got to use the core and just hang out here. So that's your option if you don't want to do a headstand. And then if you are going to do a headstand, I just always teach to really make sure that your foundation is good before you come up into a headstand. So the elbows should be no wider than this. So if you're way out here and you're trying to do a headstand, you're really losing a lot of the strength from your shoulders. You're not utilizing it. So make sure that your elbows are about this distance, so grabbing your hands with your elbows, and then bind your hands and bring your head down to the mat. And when you're coming up, I never really recommend that people kick their feet up. So try and come up in the most controlled way that you can, and then that's really how you start to build the strength to be able to come up without injuring your neck. So get your foundation set, and then inhale, lift, straighten your legs, and just walk the toes in as much as you can until the hips are over the shoulders, and then bring one foot in, the other foot in. Hover here until this feels very comfortable, and then you can straighten the legs up. If you have any sort of lower back pain when you're trying to do a headstand, it's most likely because you're pressing the hips like this. So what you got to do is tuck the belly in, engage the core. Keep pressing through the arms. About 80% of the weight should be in those shoulders. You don't want a lot of weight on the top of the head. And then hold your headstand here for as long as you would like. And when you're coming down from your headstand, we come down the same way we came up. So bend the knees, hug them in towards the chest, and then slowly drop the feet and rest in child's pose. So just keep that forehead down and relax here. come up. Take one last half vinyasa here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Drop to the knees and come into a nice seated pose. So you can just sit however is comfortable. If lotus is in your practice, then you can take lotus. And we're just gonna bring our hands to our knees, palms facing up. And come back to the breath. Notice any sensations in the body, the stillness of the mind. Take a deep inhale through the nose and exhale, sigh it out. One more time, inhale. And at this point, you can take a final resting pose laying on your back. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you enjoyed not only this yoga class, but this beautiful scenery. Please subscribe for more yoga videos, both on and off the mat. And I'll see you soon. Namaste.